Hello and how's it going, everybody? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news, and the news I have for you today is a recent job posting by Bethesda Game Studios themselves that I recently discovered. This job posting suggests that they might be making a new mobile game. Now I know, don't freak out, because chances are this job posting might be related to the Elder Scrolls Blades, and even if it is a new mobile game, Bethesda Game Studios usually releases some sort of game or an app related to their new AAA game when it comes out. Fallout 4 had Fallout Shelter, for example, so I'm assuming that Starfield and even the Elder Scrolls 6 eventually will have their own app or mobile game as well. This even could be some sort of companion app to go with the game. Rockstar Games has a companion app for training your dog or something in GTA 5, and Ubisoft has companion apps for Assassin's Creed and games like that. But anyway, let's get into this because, as always, I'm gonna record my screen, that way you can see my bullshit capacity meter is always running at 0%, and that way you can look this information up for yourself to verify it if you choose to. And we're gonna start our adventure right here. Don't worry about that black bar at the top. I'm not trying to tell you all where I live, so I want to block that out. But this is the job posting that I was talking about, and you can see that it's been up here for actually 7 days now. And like I talked about in recent job posting discovery videos that I made, Bethesda Game Studios usually doesn't like to let their job posting sit on the internet for too long because they know content creators and people like me dig into this and talk about possible future upcoming things that they'd rather not be talked about yet. So I don't know if this job posting is up here because they're hiring multiple people for this game, or if this is just something that hasn't been filled yet. But either way, let's look into this job posting. You can see that it is for Rockville, Maryland, which is near Bethesda Game Studios' main development studio, and it is indeed for Bethesda Game Studios. They're looking for a game designer for their mobile team. They're seeking a talented game designer to join their growing mobile team. In this role, the game designer will assist with the design of critical game systems and work on dedicated features, like character abilities, upgrade pathways, and balancing for current and next generation mobile games. Next generation mobile games, okay, that's something that kinda doesn't really exist, even though I guess technically it does, but who's really excited for the next generation of mobile games? Are you guys so hyped to play Candy Crush 5 or whatever the heck? Anyway, the responsibilities are create and maintain specific game systems which include general design, balance, rules, and interface. Balance and adjust systems to find the sweet spot between challenge and immersion, and this is interesting because challenge and immersion seems to be something that Bethesda Game Studios always seeks to do in their games, such as Skyrim and Fallout, and then all of this talk up here about working on dedicated features like character abilities and upgrade pathways for when you level up, it seems like this is definitely a RPG. So with this in mind, this might be related to the Elder Scrolls Blades, but the thing is, if they're hiring game designers right now who are gonna help with character abilities, upgrade pathways, and just overall balancing for the Elder Scrolls Blades, by this point I'm saying that the Elder Scrolls Blades is gonna get delayed yet again, unfortunately. However, I don't think this is related to the Elder Scrolls Blades, but if it was, like I said, it's super late for them to be hiring game designers when the game should have been released multiple times. By now they should just be testing or fixing something, or improving the technical aspects of the game so that Elder Scrolls Blades can run on older versions of Androids and iPhones. But like I said, I don't think that this is related to the Elder Scrolls Blades, so don't worry. However, I don't know for sure. I do think that this is a new mobile game and is likely related to Starfield. Maybe Bethesda was waiting for Starfield to be almost finished in development for them to get a better idea of what kind of mobile companion app or game would best suit Starfield. I think it would be cool to have kind of like a Fallout Shelter game where you manage colonies on other planets and you can manage shipping routes for your different resources to be flown to other planets, and just something like that sounds like it would be pretty interesting. Or maybe something that can be played alongside Starfield, like some type of ship heads-up display, or something like a Pip-Boy except in the Starfield universe that's actually on your phone that can serve as a second screen. These types of things are only becoming more and more common with some AAA games these days. But let's go ahead and let's continue on reading the responsibilities. They say you're going to prototype on new game mechanics as well as modify and improve existing ones, collaborate with artists, programmers, and fellow designers to develop and refine systems, a little bit of a typo there, and design and implement large amounts of game assets. Conceptualize, create, and maintain game design documentation throughout the project cycle. So if you look at all of this stuff right here, it does make it seem like this is a new mobile game rather than just someone assisting with the development of the Elder Scrolls Blades. Even though this paragraph right here does make it seem like it would definitely be related to the Elder Scrolls Blades, we do have to keep in mind that Starfield and eventually the Elder Scrolls 6 are going to be RPG games. Bethesda has said that, and RPG games have character abilities abilities and upgrade pathways. So just because this seems like it could be the Elder Scrolls Blades doesn't mean anything, because the only reason this seems like it is related to the Elder Scrolls Blades is because it has RPG dynamics, which both Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6 will have. So I say there is loose evidence that this could be the Elder Scrolls Blades, but if that is true, then the Elder Scrolls Blades is getting delayed again. However, because of this paragraph right here, I'd have to say that this is a new mobile game, and Bethesda Game Studios doesn't seem to just straight up make a brand new mobile game not related to anything else, so I'd have to say that this mobile game is actually the mobile game that will be played right alongside of Starfield, or some sort of Starfield standalone mobile game similar to what Fallout Shelter was to Fallout 4. It could be that we'll see this game launch at E3 2019, similar to how Fallout Shelter was, but only time will tell. Now, if we go down here and look at the rest of this, it says that you have to have passion for Bethesda Game Studios games, which is an evident thing in game development job postings. They prefer you to have a passion for their games. That's always a given in these kinds of things. But one interesting thing here is it says experience with free-to-play systems design. So at least we can rest easy knowing that whatever this Starfield mobile game will be, and hopefully even Starfield itself, that these games from Bethesda Game Studios should be free of that microtransaction bullshit. And the rest of this is all in French, which I can't read, but my sister can. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her on the microphone real quick to read this to you in French. I'm just kidding. But as always, I want to know what you have to say about all of this. Let me know down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet and make it featured in a future video. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in the know when it comes to gaming news. Follow me over on Twitter for the latest channel updates and random crap about me. If you want to have your hand in providing future content and defending the channel from bullshit video takedowns, then consider subscribing to the community on Patreon, where you can earn unique and awesome awards and stand as one of the few and proud defenders of the channel. Come over to the channel Discord chat server, where there is always an awesome and active conversation taking place, and follow me on Twitch, where I am a Twitch affiliate, and apparently come look for me on Tinder, because there's a bunch of fake Tinder profiles out there about me right now, and that's pretty awkward and weird. And be sure to tune in next time, when there's cheese for everyone!
Bye, have a great time.